I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees, I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Lord have mercy. Can't even walk without you holding my hands. The mountain's too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees, I've learned to stay. Can't even walk without you holding my hand.
You see, right now, I just got me a deal with that. So what I want to say, Josh? Why, Richie Steven, when I stay out here, the Almighty praise him.
Lord Almighty, there is no power on earth to separate me from God. Lord, my Jesus, nothing will be able to turn me away from you. I love you, Father. Anyhow, the afflictions of the righteous, the hearts of men getting more and more vicious. Brutality is on the increase. Tell me, when did the love of God cease? No power on earth to separate me from God. Lord, my Jesus, nothing will be able to turn me away from you. I love you, Father. This level of crime, only love can eradicate. We must demand justice from the church and the state, and confess to God all our evil ways, and He will give us so much better days.
Good afternoon, my listeners and viewers. This is Rebel Radio, back with you again for another week. Yes, and oh, what a week, it has been. The problems, the crime and violence continued. Yes, man, yes, of course. And we are following that investigation that's into the disappearance of Member of Parliament Philip Palwell's daughter and the child's mother. Well, the police have in custody 4 persons, including a baby mother of Mr. Palwell. And last week, detectives spent some time in Warwicker Hills looking at bodies. Yes, 2 bodies were found there. And it is scientific examination is being done now on those bodies to determine if they were the bodies of the the mother and child. Yes, that is being done right as we speak now. We don't have the results of those tests. So we are awaiting to see what will happen. Yes. Trying to make a link with Mr. Lucius White. I had him online a while ago, but I don't know what happened. He just disappeared. Let me try and get him back. Yes. And while we are on that incident there are several other murders throughout the corporate here around Jamaica. Mr. White?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. And we have with us now public commentator, well known, Mr. Lucius White. I don't know what happened there again. I just lost him. Yes, but as I said, right around the country. Yes, right around the country. The murders, the killings. Boy, the crime problem is surely one of the big problems. As a matter of fact, I am saying that it is the biggest problem in Jamaica right now, the crime problem. Yes, I can't think of anything else right now that is so.
Hello, you're not coming through clearly.
Yes, as I said, there is no other problem right now that I can think of that is as great as the crime problem facing all of us. Yes. Only those the rich and powerful can afford to have their private security. Yes. The masses can't. We rely on the security forces, and they are pressured. Right now they are overstretched. Yes, totally overstretched. They are doing their best, but their best is not good enough at all. Over 1,000 murders since the start of the year. Over 1,000. And boy, as I keep repeating on this program, this is the 21st year since we have had over 1,000 murders. The other development we had, Mr. White, are you with me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you a lot bit now. Earlier on, I was hearing with that talk.
Yes. Well, let's. I know you have lots of things on your mind, but you would have the world right now. The world is watching the situation in Israel. Yes, over the weekend, a mass group invaded Israel and carried out. It was a massive attack, and there, right in Israel now, the bloodletting, which is well over 60 years old, the bloodshed continues, right? Because that attack, I think, there are various reports, but I think hundreds were killed. Hundreds of Israelis were killed and captured. And the Israeli army has retaliated. And I know hundreds of Palestinians have been killed. And that reprisal from the Israeli army continues because, you know, I get the impression that there's a thinking by some in Israel that they can nullify the Palestinians by destroying the country, and then they will have it their way. And that certainly is not the answer. What do you make of what is happening in Israel right now?
Well, to put it in a nutshell, where there is an absence of justice, or perception of justice is absent, you will never have peace.
Yes.
And even if by virtue of circumstance, those who are in a dominant position are able to keep or present what seems to be stability, which is an absence of active violence. The absence of violence does not mean that there is peace. You can never have peace where there is no justice. The indomitable spirit of a human being will never allow itself to be suppressed or dominated indefinitely. If it will take hundreds or thousands of years, people who are experiencing the absence of justice will always struggle and will do whatever it takes to change the situation. Mm-hmm. So as long as what prevails is allowed to continue, then you will have what you see is going on there, because the people will always be struggling against that.
Yes, and I saw where the government, our government, came out against Hamas, but what I know is that what happened there on Saturday is a continuation of the struggle, because Israel, over the years, Israel has murdered thousands of Palestinians. They have bombed the place, killed children, whole people. Yes, they have done that. And what happened on Saturday is a retaliation. And the Israelis are retaliating now. Now, this tit for tat. I don't know what our government see. Well, they're back in Israel, right? But the situation is that Israel is guilty, very much guilty, of atrocities against Palestinians for decades. And as you pointed out a while ago, there can be no peace where there is no justice, right? And it is
a problem was created with how this nation of Israel was created, and even within the context of what was supposed to be the origin, you have this flawed situation where the people who have been in the area that was chosen to be given to this new entity were given 22% of the area they were occupied, and the new nation gets 78%.
Yes.
But if that wasn't bad enough, what has happened is that hundreds of settlements have been made by the new people within the 22% that the original people had.
Yes.
And they have been very assertive in keeping out people from their own allotted areas.
Yes, sir.
And you cannot expect to have peace in that kind of situation. And anyone who chooses to take side on religious grounds rather than the logics of justice is actually playing with fire. And I do not think it is a sensible thing for us as a nation, especially as a small nation, not to side with the side of justice rather than on sentiment.
Yes, sir. I agree. I'm in total agreement with you. Now, back home, Mr. White, we are still experiencing our own troubles at home, and the crime problem, it continues as a burden on all of us. As I indicated in earlier remarks, that the people, the rich and powerful, they can protect themselves because they can afford to hire private security. But the masses can't. The masses rely on the public security forces. And from all indications, they are doing what they can, but it is, the situation is out of control.
Our situation is one where we have been paying more attention to the symptom rather than the problem itself. We have been trying for a very long time to use force to suppress crime rather than making the kind of social adjustments which will reduce or certainly eliminate, whether eliminate or reduce the amount of people who turn to crime. Mm-hmm. We cannot have a situation in which enough attention is not paid to your people being trained and educated to be efficient producers of goods and services, because it is by your productivity by which your living standard and wealth is created.
Yes.
Any situation in which you have where more of your resources are directed towards the suppression of crime rather than the education and training of your people to increase their production, you are going to have crime with you always. Mm-hmm. You cannot have a system where 30% of your children who go through high school are functionally illiterate. But you have to find resources for the army and the police in order to deal with criminal uprising here, there, and everywhere. The truth is that if these people were trained and educated and earning a decent standard of living, the chances are more of them would be productive rather than being the destructive element they are. Because all living things want to live. Everybody, whether you're learned or not learned, you need to have to be sheltered. And there is a cost involved in that.
Yes, yes.
So if you are not prepared to invest in your people so that they can earn their keep, then you will have the problem of trying to suppress them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Well,
you see, we have a situation where the philosophy that influenced our people several generations ago has changed. there was a time when every child would tell you that honesty is the best of all policy. Everybody was taught that. And speak the truth and speak it ever, cause it what it will. Those things were thrown out through the window for a selfish, materialistic endeavor, where every man can be a thief, as a matter of fact. All you need to do is be smart enough not to be caught. And consequently, you have people in very high places that behavior and integrity is unbecoming and unfit for the positions held. The end product is that far too much of our resources have been consumed by corruption, which leaves less resources available to do for the people that the things that needs to be done.
Yes, sir.
But if philosophically we are not prepared to abandon and renounce corruption, but we accommodate it and facilitate it by all kinds of devious means, then the consequences is what we will reap, where there will be increased crime and violence, because when a man in a situation of hopelessness and frustration because his material gains are not in keeping with his expectation and he has no other foundation or bedrock except materialism, what you're going to find is that that man becomes basically a brute, and his life to him means nothing because he is achieving nothing, and consequently your life will mean nothing to him. So we need to reset our thing to give more emphasis on the value of people than using the value of a person to be measured merely by what he controls materially.
Yes. Yes. Well, we Mr. What you are saying there, it is really unraveling on the society right now, because first of all, the majority of the criminal activities in the country, they are being carried out by the young people. And the young people are the victims of the crime. The majority of the victims are young people. So you're on the button there. We have to do something to rescue the youth. We must do something so that we can make the youth more productive and turn their attention to productive activities instead of unproductive activities. Yes, we will have to do that. Now, what I am concerned about is that the people, we have to become more active in ensuring that what we are talking about here is done. Right? The way we are operating now, I'm talking about us people, we are not holding those who are in charge accountable. We need to be more active in that direction so that we can get the rulers, those who are elected to govern, to do what is supposed to be done.
One of the most disheartening things is when you speak with people about corruption, and for many people, nothing is wrong with it. It is that you should position yourself to be a beneficiary of the system. And there's this thing where anybody who speak out against corruption is regarded as a bad-minded person, and it's because you're not getting piece of the cake, and you're bad mind because somebody not take nothing from you, and if a man can get a glass, okay, it is fundamentally wrong, and it will only strengthen and perpetuate further corruption, which means there will always be less resources available to do the things that it ought to be done, and it means that the poorest people among us will feel the burden the most, because when you're supposed to go to the hospital and get treatment, the resources are not there to take care of you, because it has been otherwise diverted by those with sticky fingers and the opportunity to do it. So it has got to be a multifaceted approach to our crime situation. It is not enough to believe that the Ministry of Security is going to be able to handle your problem without the people's cooperation. But the people are not going to cooperate in a system where they don't have any confidence in the justice system, and there's manifest evidence of the profits by those, or profit to those who do not play by the rules. And as long as we allow it to be so profitable, criminal and corrupt practices remains profitable with such low probability of apprehension and conviction for those who violate rules, then we are going to have this level of lawlessness which is fast approaching anarchy. Because far too many of our people have virtually abandoned expectation of getting justice through the conventional system and have resorted to, whether you call it mob violence or reprisal killings, and all of these things are contributing to a high number, which will not necessarily be so, but this is what it is. And if we do not do the kind of spending, make certain that we have enough social workers and teachers that we can get to address people and let them be aware that their advancement and that of their families and community is dependent on their behavior and contribution to a system that supports law and order.
Yes.
But law and order cannot mean only those who are weak and poor if the system is applicable. But if you are connected and have means, then you are above the law, and that includes even murder.
Yes. But Lush, to show you how things have changed, that 8-year-old girl over by that Portmore.
Say that again for me, please.
No, that 8-year-old girl from that school in Portmore, who was taken from school and taken to Kingston, and her throat was slashed and taken to hospital, and she died, that 8-year-old girl. Then this 10-month-old baby. And what we have seen is that two women are involved in the death of these children. Now, you know, once upon a time, women would be the last among us to want to hurt children.
Well, unfortunately, materialism has taken the place of prominence in our society. In other words, people evaluate everything according to how much dollars you are able to make of the particular deal. And that means even people's lives are the worth of people's life are so evaluated. Somebody by their new conduct is going to share what you figure would be the resources that will come your way. And so the way to optimize your position is to eliminate that person. And since that person would have a heir, which is a living offspring, you eliminate the offspring too. And this is where gross materialism takes prominence over life itself.
Yes.
And it is not something that happens overnight, This is something that has crept upon us as a matter of fact. Anybody who will take the time to pee, the emergence of Reagan and Margaret together swung the world from being more appreciative of each other to a selfish and materialistic endeavor. And you can take a look and see what kind of the world has been looking like since the advent of those two. Because among other things, they manage to nurture the trade union during the period. You also get the situation where the people became less concerned, and governments were told that they don't have the money to deal with social problems, that they have to deal with financial. The end product is that we have a far more brutish society in which to live.
Yes.
And it does not take the time to address that aspect of things. You try to
Yes.
thinking.
Well,
It didn't sound as hard as unfortunate phenomenon. And his child would be going to Sunday school or Sabbath school even if he don't reach.
Yeah.
Because there was a time when people were taught and that though a man see you, but Father up above who is looking down, and he sees everything, and you give account on a judgment day whether somebody catch you or not.
yes, yes.
And that now, with the throwing out of that basic philosophy, you replace that with a security guard who need another security guard. Even when people hire a killer, they hire another killer to kill the killer. And these are the kind of, this is the deterioration and the ultimate result of a totally materialistic society, which will ensure that crime and violence will stay with us and be with us for a very long time until we reverse the process and put more emphasis on people so that we train and grow and develop people who regard their fellow man as their brother, and you have an obligation to help the weak if you are strong.
Yes. Well, Lucius, we have to end it here. I want to thank you very much for those wise
All
words, wise words, and we have to just keep on focusing on these matters because, as I said, they affect the country. Thank you very much.
Right, so blessings to you.
Yes, that was public commentator Lucius White. Let us go for a break. This is Rebel Radio. welcome back to Rebel Radio. Yes, today, Monday, overcast conditions in the corporate area. Well, we are talking about the crime problem, and this moment we have with us former Superintendent Derek Cochrane. Hello, Mr. Cochrane, how are you?
I'm fine, Mr. Richards. You're coming through very low for me.
Yeah?
Very low. Can I hear you?
I don't know why I'm coming through low at all. I don't have a answer. Huh? Are you hearing me better?
A little.
I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. So, Derek, what from where you sit, you have served the constabulary for decades. From where you sit, what do you think should be done right now to deal with this plague that is on the land?
What would I think to do right now too?
So what do you think can be done to deal with the plague that is on the Jamaican environment right now?
Okay. Well, before I answer, Mr. Richards, and must say good afternoon to your viewers and your listeners.
Yeah.
And to just make the point that crime is one of the greatest stumbling blocks for social and economic development. In Jamaica or everywhere. Well, in Jamaica, our crime problem is need for concern.
Right.
Jamaica is known as the murder capital. We have this dubious distinction of being the murder capital. And over the years, government has done a lot to deal with crime problem. I am old enough to remember when Michael Mandy, had to institute the gun court because of the murder of two very prominent Jamaicans, the Paul Richardson and Leah Henry. Mm-hmm. And the gun court was instituted, and he said it was red because it is red. But the gun court was not, legislation was not in accord with the Constitution, and we knew what happened then. So governments through the years have been plagued and be saddled with this crime problem. And if we look, there's much room over the years or crime problem.
Yes.
And I was just looking at some statistics here. In 1962, we had 63 murders.
Yes.
In 1964, 70. And then in 1970, we had 152.
Yes.
In the 60s, 1936, 367. The 1980s, the 80s now, it went up to 889. Mm-hmm. And then in 2000, these statistics are very instructive, extremely instructive on the territories and your audience and your viewers. In 2001, we hit the 1,139 mark. Mm-hmm. And from then, we have been in the 1,000 and above figure in terms of our murders.
Okay.
Now, we know that the United Nations said in the 2011, World Bank rather, in 2011, it said that based on what we spend as a country, Jamaica, we spend over Jamaican $33 billion on direct and other medical costs relating to crime and violence.
33.
And we could grow our economy by 5.4% if we could reduce our murders to 5 per 100,000.
Wow.
Yes. So there's no gainsaying, there's no denying that crime has a debilitating effect on the social structure of our country. It has a debilitating effect on our economic structure of our country, and it has a debilitating effect on the psyche of the Jamaican people.
Yes, sir.
So, to come to your question, As the government has done a lot over the years to treat the crime problem to no avail. And still, we as a country at this juncture, we're investing in training and equipment in the JCF. And the Minister of National Security always say that he has invested the most in terms of training and equipment rather, in the JCF. And we need to continue to implement community-based policing programs. Because I don't know if you, Mr. Richards, and your listeners, that crime takes place in communities. And it is in communities that crimes must be confronted and fought, right? So we need to build that trust between the police and the community. And if every community in Jamaica says, not in our community, we don't have any crime, no, we don't have any criminals, we're not going to give any succor to them. And if every community, if you have the multiplier effect of it, there will be nowhere in Jamaica where our criminals can migrate and find succor and support. And that is where we need to go. In terms of legislation, we have had a lot of legislation to deal with crime problem. And I listened to the sentencing of the clansman and after that sentencing, even the DPP is calling for upgrade in the anti-gang act on which they were sentenced. We know the research has shown that the act was promulgated in 2014, and there were amendments in 2021. And now in 2023, she's calling again for amendment. That underscores, Mr. Richards and your listeners, the need that the crime environment is very fluid, it's very dynamic, and we have to continue to update our laws to keep abreast with the criminality and the viciousness and the gangs that have been formed, and because of crime and gangs are a direct threat to the peace and security of the nation state Jamaica land we love.
Yes, sir. Yes. So you earlier on you mentioned that you would like more community policing.
Yes.
Yes, so that the police is closer to the people.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that idea, community police, is a policing, is something that I know was pushed in the 80s.
Yes.
Yes, and over the years it has not been, the authorities have been a bit lukewarm on it.
Right.
Yes.
You're so right, Mr. Richard, because we know very well, based on where we were at that time,
yes,
the neighborhood watch, and that encapsulates all the stuff about the police and building trust with the community in which they serve.
Right.
The neighborhood watch was formed in Jamaica in 1987, and we know that this is a public declaration by communities that they are alert, crime conscious, and they are united against crime.
Yes.
That is where we need to go, at the community level. That is where crime needs to be fought and confronted, because crime takes place in communities.
Yes. There is a strong view in the society, and I heard former National Security Minister Robert Montague pushing for that. We're talking about the hanging. Is either that it is taken off the books, or we should reintroduce hanging. What do you think about that?
You see, I am ambivalent in terms of hanging.
Yes.
Because I tell you why, and your listeners why, and your viewers. Because it's possible in law enforcement that sometimes we can get the wrong man. And in jurisdictions other than ours, we have seen that we have personnel gone to prison and spent long time there, and they were the true perpetrator of the crime. So, hypothetically thinking, what if you have gotten the wrong man and he was harmed? After that, you adduce evidence to see that he was not the right person. What do you do? You know? So I have some ambivalence in terms of hanging where that is concerned. But on the other side, I see where hanging can be, if you get the right man, can be a deterrent to crime. So where I'm in terms of my thinking, Brother Richard and your listeners and viewers, there's some ambivalence in the middle, so to speak. I see both arguments, but I'm not committed one way or the other because of what I've pointed out to you. But there are other ways that we can make our laws being deterrent to crime. And I believe that is where the DPP is going in terms of our gang, to update the anti-gang law, to make the leader and the person who give leadership to gang, the minimum should be life imprisonment, right? With maybe very many years with the possibility of parole, mandatory life. So we can make our laws strong enough to be deterrent to criminals, and we therefore, based on what I've said about the anti-gang law, it was promulgated in 2014, and it was updated in 2021, and now in 2023, we are called the DPP is called for more update. It means that other laws on the books too need to be continuously updated to deal with today's reality. We cannot be using 19th century realities to deal with the realities of 2023.
Yes.
So update of our laws is very important, Mr. Richards, and yours, in terms of as a pushback, as the antidote, as a countervailing force to this crime wave that we are experiencing here in Jamaica.
But what you make of the measures that are being used now? Are they effective? The crime measures that are they bearing the desired results?
If you are going with the statistics and you're having an increase in your, we have a 12% reduction in murders in the last time, Commissioner, for the country. But we are still averaging over 1,000 murders per year. And I don't know what is in terms of our measure in terms of the world standard. What is that measure in terms of outcome internationally?
What you don't know? You mean our crime rate? What you don't know? No.
I'm not hearing you. Go ahead, Mr. Richard.
No, you say something that you don't know. What is the measure? What measure of what?
Yes, we know that we had 54 per 100,000. The recent old figures here. 2009, we were averaging 62 murders per 100,000. 2010, we were averaging 53 per 100,000.
Yeah, we are still the highest in the Caribbean and one of the highest in Latin America.
I don't have this year's specific figures where we are, but we are very, very high. So if we are within those domain where all figures are concerned, I don't see that the crime measures are working. Yes? Because we are still doing have this dubious distinction as being the murder capital of the Caribbean and Central America. So I don't think the measures are working as they should.
Yes, it's and you know, Mr. Brother Cochrane, one of the things that I have spent my entire life in Jamaica, and I'm trying hard to compare, because I think where I am right now, that is the worst I have ever seen it. The only period that comes to mind is 1980. And the difference between 1980 and today is that in the 80s, the crime, the murders were concentrated, mostly in the corporate area. But right now, as we speak, the murders that we are experiencing is island-wide. There are no safe areas in the country right now.
So right on, Richard, and in those times, persons used to say, "Well, I mean, I'll come at town, so we keep at town,
Yes.
And as right to say, the murders are panned out right, through Jamaica, there's no safe place again.
No.
And so it's not only crime, but also the fear of crime. And the fear of crime, it's just as dangerous as the crime being committed themselves.
Yes, sir.
Because the fear of crime is people are timid of going about their lawful activities and thinking that they will be impacted by crime.
Yes.
So it's not only crime, but also the fear of crime.
Yeah.
And what stems up the fear of crime is when these crimes are committed and the perpetrators are not apprehended.
Yes.
So it's like if you have a series of rape within a community and that person is not apprehended, persons are very edgy that they will be next.
Yes.
But if the person is apprehended and taken out of the space, that presents a different feeling for the persons who live in that space.
Yes.
So when we think about crime, we have to also think about the fear of crime.
Yes.
And so which is at the micro level, we can see how crime can really impact a community. Because if they're in a high crime area, or in high crime areas, it is a deterrent to investment. So you have an urban blight in areas where there are high crime rates.
Yes, of
right?
course, yes.
People do not want to invest in those areas.
No.
That is at the micro level, at the small level.
Yeah.
And at the big level too, as a country, if Jamaica is being seen as the murder capital of the world, investment that will come here to go elsewhere. Because
Certainly.
the possibility of your investment being shaken by the crime situation, persons will think of going to maybe a Costa Rica or other countries where you have a murder rate of maybe 12 per 100,000 or thereabout. And that is a model that we want to get at.
Yes.
So if we can reduce, the research has shown, if we can reduce our crime rate, we can save enormously. We can ship around money that are being spent on crime with services, the education. So crime definitely is one of the biggest drag on the national budget and our purse strings.
Yes, of course. Yes.
And it not only comes in terms of spending money, but it towards investment. Possibility of persons coming on investment and helping the economy to grow and thrive. So crime is a direct antidote to that happening. So,
Yes.
and I go back to the statistics that we could have grown our GDP, our gross domestic product, by over 5%. That was 2011 for the World Bank.
Yes.
If we could get our murder rate down to 12 per 100,000. Now we are up in the 60s, about 50. I don't want to quote the figure, but we are up in the 60s about in terms of our murder rate.
Yes, it is very, very, very disheartening and boy.
Very disheartening.
Yes, and
Very disheartening. But again, we have to get over the fact that at the community level, we perpetuate this thinking that informer for dead. But if we want a peaceful Jamaica, if we want a prosperous Jamaica, we need to get out of that mindset, and find ways and means of communicating and saying, not in my community. And if there's a crusade at the community level against crime, and it has the multiplier effect right through Jamaica, that is where we need to go.
Yeah.
So the criminals would have to go in the sea, because there will be no space for them in any community.
Yes,
As they
sir.
come there, if the people call the police and say there are some new men coming here, and this is what is happening, A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah.
This is where we need to go, and that is the whole principle of the neighborhood watch, and the principle of community policing.
yes,
So the police in the area are so tight with your people, your police. That anything happens, they are comfortable to come to you as a police to report it. And that is the way you are going to get on top of crime and criminality in Jamaica.
I want to thank you very much, Mr. Catherine. And, you know, boy, this problem is so troubling.
Yes.
But, you know, the Rebel Radio platform is where we discuss ideas, and we have to keep talking about these things because they're affecting the people.
Right. And I heard you were speaking about crime. Maybe next time we can come and discuss that. Crime is very attractive, you know.
Yes.
Crime is very attractive.
Yes.
And that is why the young people go towards crime.
Yes.
And tend to shun the 8-to-5 job.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for having me in the station.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Well, you're welcome, sir.
Okay. That was former Superintendent Derek Cochrane. You know, we were talking about crime problem. That's the number one problem now. Let us take a break. This is Rebel Radio.
To share what you know about a crime but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact Crime Stop. Ever wanted to share what you know about a crime but were
for your best life, but your HIV status, so keep your life trending, no pretending. Me I tell you, if you do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom, coulda husband, coulda wife, coulda be a random condom, connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan, do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life.
Urgence here with a message to you from myself and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Shen Yangs, everyone see wear a mask with the numbers drop. I don't want COVID, lay you down flat. Nose and mouth if you cover up that. Sanitizer get hospitalized. Fight the virus and fight for your life, yeah. Nobody talk about say you no response no more. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus from somebody. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus. So keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Yeah. Keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash, no paper, no dash, no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your eat.
Island clean, so clean. From the beach to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica.
Does the 30 minutes activity daily. Love your body, treat your body right. Vegetables, make sure you eat plenty. Children do 60 minutes activity daily. Drink some water when you feel thirsty. Cut down dessert and have a smoothie. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Listen up. Make sure you know your health status. Go a doctor and get a regular checkup. Chronic disease can slowly creep up. We can lower the risk and live up if we just eat right and get moving. Jumping, running, dancing or skipping. Change the children, them lazy habit. Make them play out the door and put down the tablet. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Jamaica get moving. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. After two, make me hear you say I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. After two, make me hear you say I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Jamaica get moving. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Listen up. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right.
Welcome back to Rebel Radio. Yes, and you know it's time for Be Sure. Yes, Be Sure is our program on Mondays where we tell you about, provide you with information about how you can navigate and go through, right? This is the program that we use to keep you abreast of what is happening and also to help you to solve the problems. For the past couple of weeks, we have been focusing on education. Yes, we have been talking about the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program. And this is a program that has provided educational opportunities for a number of Jamaican high school students. And they are now studying at various universities in the United States. Yes, this program has been the program that has facilitated a number of Jamaican students. And we continue to focus some attention on that. Today we are going to be talking to one of those students. Yes, and he's Mr. Jaden R. And he is a student who just started his studies in Florida. He's at the University of South Florida. Yes. And we have Mr. R. How are you?
Mr. Richards, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now, but you sound a bit muffled.
Okay. All right. We have with us one of your directors of the Ramsey program, Mr. Lloyd Brim. Lloydie?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. Yes. And we have with us... Hello? Are you hearing me, Lloydie?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yes. Yes. Well, I'm telling you that we have with us Mr. Jaden R. He is our guest today, and he is a student who is now at the University of South Florida. So Jaden, how are you enjoying your university stay? How are you enjoying your stay at university?
Well, Mr. Richards, I'm enjoying it very well.
Yes.
It's truly an amazing experience. It's a new culture, so it took me a while to get acclimatized to everything. But regardless, I'm just giving thanks. It's truly been a great experience so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the years I have in university.
Okay, and you are from what school you studied in Jamaica? Which of the high schools?
Oh, you said, could you repeat the question, please?
No, which one of the high schools in Jamaica you studied?
Oh, what high school? Okay, so I went to Kingston College.
Okay, you're a KC old boy.
Yes, sir.
I see. Yes. And yes. So you start your university career at South Florida University. This is your first time?
Could you go again, Mr. Richard?
No, I'm asking you, how long ago you are enrolled at university in Florida? How long?
How long I've been? Oh, I've been here for only 1 month.
Oh, 1 month. Okay. Yes, sir. 1 month.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, that's very, very good. Now, how did you learn about the Ramsey Scholarship Program? How did you learn about it?
So I learned about the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program through a guidance counselor from Calabar High School.
Yes.
It's so very funny there. But she introduced the program to me, and she had let me know that this would be a good avenue for me to study in the US, because it's a program that is focused on helping Jamaican students gain scholarships to study at any university or different universities in the United States.
Okay, I see. What are you studying, Jaden?
Currently, I'm studying computer engineering, Mr. Richards.
Oh, good. That's very, very good. And that is where you intend to focus your career.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, that's very good, sir. And so you said you were introduced to the program via the guidance council at Calabar. Yes. And so tell me, after you were introduced, tell us about the preparation, what you had to do in order to succeed and that you were able to enroll. What are some of the things that you had to do?
All right, so Mr. Richards, it was a very tedious program, and it's very rewarding. So initially, when I was introduced to the program, I had to go for an interview, that the persons in charge of the program, which would be Mr. Ramsey, and his other affiliates. They would basically see what I'm about, see if I'm actually someone who would put in the work, because they are no nonsense program. So you have to prove to them that they are willing to put in. So after I interviewed and I was accepted into the program, that's when the real hard and rigorous work started, because it was a day and night thing. I had to apply to many different universities, but I also had to write many different essays, scholarship essays, admissions essays. So that took a long while, and I had to use the common app to apply to the different universities. But after a while now, we started to settle down when I was able to apply to about 30 or so different universities. And, we started to mainly focus on the different scholarships offered at those universities. So in total, I applied to about 105 scholarships to all of the universities.
105 what?
Scholarships.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. It's a rigorous process, but it's, as I was saying, it's really worth it. So I applied to 5 scholarships, and then after that, we had to narrow down my choices. So we narrowed down my choices to see which schools would be the best opportunity for me, which scholarships were giving me the most money. And then after that process, I was able to finally make that decision, of coming to the University of Florida. And, you also have this process where you have to do application. So as an international student, you have to apply for a F1 visa. It's called a student visa that permits you to enter into the US as an international student to study. So I went through that process as well with the program. It was really a smooth and easy process. And now I'm here at the University of South Florida.
Okay. Yes, that was a really.
Yes, Mr.
Hold on, who's Lady?
Yes, man, I'm here.
Okay. You don't have anybody in your background. I heard voices a while ago. It was you coming through?
You're not getting through.
No, I'm asking. All right, so you have questions you want to ask Jaden. Go ahead, no? Go ahead.
Good man.
Yes.
Good man.
Jaden, you are there?
Yes, Mr. Richards, I'm here.
Are you hearing Mr. Brim? You're not hearing him?
Look, Mr. Lego cut off.
Okay, you're not hearing him. Lady? Yes, I'm not hearing him myself. I'm not hearing him at all. So after this long and tedious process, you continued and then you succeeded, right?
Yes, Mr. Richards.
Yes. And tell me something now. How do you find your stay at the university? This is a new place for you. I can imagine that you are meeting with students, persons from different countries. So you have to be dealing with different cultural experiences, food, accommodation, How are you managing? How are you coping with those, experiences?
Well, Mr. Richard, if I'm being very honest with you, So the first week it was a real culture change, a culture shock because back in Jamaica, I know Jamaica is a really small place compared to Florida. So when I came here to saw all the different cultures, I was like, whoa, this is really a different place.
Yes.
But through it all, I mean, the people here are really nice. So I truly felt like I was at home even though I wasn't at home. So it was a home away from home. So I live on campus, I live in the dorms, and and the people in my vicinity, in my area, they're very nice as well. And we also have a Jamaican club on campus, so anytime I'm feeling a bit homesick, I can always go there, I can always talk, to the different Jamaicans who are on campus, because really and truly there are a number of Jamaicans on campus. So for the first week it was a bit hard. But after that, I started to get accustomed with, seeing different cultures, different places. And right now, I feel like I'm managing myself pretty well.
Okay. So you said there are other Jamaicans on campus as well. That's what you're saying?
Yes, Mr. Richards.
Okay, that will make it more easier for you, man. Right, because you can link up with those Jamaicans, right?
Yes, Mr. Richards.
Yes. And what you do how do you entertain yourself?
So normally, because school does come first, so when I'm not doing schoolwork, I will be going to some clubs. So you do have a Jamaican club on campus that you can go to. They meet, I believe it's every 2 weeks. So there's that opportunity right there, and normally I would go to the gym to keep fit, and right now, currently I'm looking into 2 other clubs. One is a robotics club because I'm trying to, start to get more accustomed to using robots so that further on in my studies I won't be, new to this. But other than that, I normally spend my time, watching videos.
Yes.
And probably playing a game.
Okay. Yes. Well, boy. No, just go back a little. No, let me just step back a little. You earlier on you said you had you were faced with 100. Was it over 100 scholarships? You said, right? Or 100 colleges?
Yeah. The scholarships?
Yeah, it was over 100. That's what you had to choose from. That's what you said?
Yeah, so I had to apply to about 105 scholarships in total.
Yeah. So
I applied to about 35 colleges.
Oh, 35 colleges. You hold on. Tell us about that. You mean you applied to 35 different colleges?
Yes, Mr. Richard. So the Ramsey Insurance Scholarship Program made it quite easy to actually apply to these scholarships. They had to write a lot of essays. They use something known as the Common App, which allows you to use each essay to apply to the different universities. So that you write one essay, you can use that one essay for probably about 3 colleges, depending on the requirements that they have for the admissions.
Yes.
And you also have something known as the SAT, where that's like an exam that you take to matriculate into college in the United States. It's also offered in Jamaica. So, you have to submit those scores as well. And the Ramsey Insurance Scholarship Program does also offer classes to help students prepare for the SATs. But, applying for the 35 colleges, it was pretty rough for some of them because some of them have to apply to them on their website or they come on up. But, thankfully, through the help of the program, I was able to get the job done.
Okay. So after applying to those colleges, how did you, or why did you narrow down yourself down to the South Florida University?
Oh, so we're asking the reason why I chose University of South Florida?
Yeah. Why did you choose the this university?
Mr. Richard, you hear me?
No, I am asking you, why did you choose South Florida University after applying to 35 others?
Okay, so as I said before, the program really helps you to look at the choices that you have and find the option which is best suitable for you.
Yes.
So talking to Mr. Ramsey and my mother as well, my father, we were able to come to a common ground in saying that the University of South Florida was the best because I was getting the most value in terms of scholarship, and they were also a university that was in the top 50 in the schools of Florida and the top 100 in the schools in the United States. So after seeing that, I just knew that the University of South Florida was the perfect choice for me.
Okay, I see. Do you have relatives in Florida?
No, I do not have any relatives in Florida, Mr. Richards.
Okay, all right. Friends in Florida? You have friends in Florida?
Friends. Well, I met some friends now, so I can say that I have some friends in Florida.
Okay, yes. And so tell me something now. Why have you chosen to do computer engineering? Why?
So Mr. Richards, from a very young age, I love computers. I was around computers, using the tablet. I was just fascinated by really how computers work. So in my spare time, I asked my grandma for a old PC. I would take it apart and put together as an over and over process, and I just eventually fell in love with using computers. So that's where my passion lies. So that's why I decided to come to computer engineering.
Okay, I see. And I have no doubt that is where you intend to build your career there.
Yes, Mr. Richards.
I can see. Yes. And the other thing is that the program, the Ramsey program. I know that they help the students to introduce them to the university, help them to settle in the university. Tell me something now. What are your views of the Ramsey Scholarship Program?
Well, Mr. Richards, if I'm being honest with you, it's an amazing program. Many programs in Jamaica, or many programs overall, they will just focus on getting the students to university, and then that's it. But the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program focuses on getting the students to university and being with the students in university. So really and truly, it feels like I'm a part of a family, because as you mentioned, and it's true, they help you to matriculate to university. They don't just leave you there. They will sometimes even help you to get anything that you need on campus. So they will come on the campus visits, visit different students overall, because the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program has different students in different different states.
Yes.
So the program will travel to different states, help the students get acclimatized, where they're staying, and then you have different events that the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program, because for instance, you also have Thanksgiving event where all the students would gather together in one place, take flights, everything, and it's like just a family, just having dinner, a family, talking about school, the experience, and really, it's just one big family, Mr. Church. So that's how I feel. I feel like I'm a part of a family.
Okay, yes, and I have no doubt that you would recommend other students to try and get in touch with this Ramsey Scholarship Program. wouldn't you?
Most definitely, Mr. Richards.
Yeah.
I would say that it's one of the best, if not the best program in Jamaica, and it's unique because, as I was saying, it does not leave you at university, but it follows you through university.
Right.
You know, so if you ever need help, whether it be financially, you can always reach out to the program while in university, and the program will help you in the best way possible to financially see your way to university.
Okay. Yes, sir. I can see. You sorry. So what kind of message would you want to send back to your fellow JC students? Yes, sorry, I made an error a while ago, and I know that it's a cardinal. What message would you want to send back to your fellow KC students?
KC students?
Yes.
Well, first, big up to the 40s man them, you know, love always, but being realistic, guys, you know, going to the US is something that you want to pursue a future, you know, in a first world country, something that you want to do. I would really and truly recommend, you know, signing up for this program. Though it's a rigorous program, you know, it has many rewards, you reap greater benefits. Trust me, guys, so just look into it. You know, it's a really great program, guys. I can't express how good of a program this is. You know, I went through the process, and you know, it is a rigorous process, yes, but it's worth it in the end. So, you know, if you want to come to the United States, if you want to study at a university in the United States, I would really recommend signing up for this program.
Okay. I want you to hold it there. We are going to take a break. Hold it for me. This is Rebel Radio. Yeah. Let's go for a break. This is Rebel Radio. Welcome back to Rebel Radio. Yes, and we are talking education. Yes, we're talking about the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program. I think I have Mr. Brim with me now. Mr. Brim?
Yes, good evening, everyone, to you, listener, and your guests.
Yes. I have, as you know, I am talking to the student, Mr. Orr. Mr. Orr?
Yes, Mr. Richards.
Yes, okay. Well, as I indicated to you earlier, Mr. Orr, we have a director of the Ramsey Scholarship Program with us, Mr. Lloyd Brim. We were not able to get to him earlier on. Lloyd, I'm sure you have some questions from Mr. Orr.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
As you were asking about in the Langley place and getting new friends and all this new culture, new food, new music, just about everything new. People, the processing, that's your in preparation. All the things, enhancement, scholarship, everything, scholarship. How does it help you to adapt new things that you are function How did the training from the scholarship program help you?
Well, Mr. Lloyd, thank you for that question. I can say that the program helped immensely. When normally during the program, I used to talk to different students, that are currently in university. So they would share the experience with me, and they would let me know how best I can acclimatize. So I always had the help in that sense. But the program, through it all, I was able to persevere and push through. So the different characteristics I receive from the program, I'm also able to use right now in the sense that, I was able to find identity, through the program. I was able to learn more about myself through that program. And right now I can just see me using these different qualities right now in terms of who I am, being certain in who I am as well. And it's also been easy to make friends because of the program.
So, next question. I heard you wrote applications to 35 universities, am I right?
Yes, Miss. Is that Mr. Lloyd?
Yes.
Mr. Lloyd.
So, how can you try of getting accepted based on the quality of your applications versus people who were not exposed to what you were exposed to? Do it make a difference?
Mr. Lloyd, most definitely, because what the program helps you to do, it focuses on the different parts of applying to the university. So you start with the application essays and the scholarship essays, and those essays will be reviewed by the program, and you tweak them to see how best you can express yourself, as well as express the different qualities that you have, as well as different achievements. So while being in the program, it's like it helps you. It's what would I say now? It's a big boost in your scholarship applications and your college applications, because you're able to make yourself, in a sense, more marketable, or your essays will be more favorable in terms of other, because you're in a program that is strategized to help you to get accepted into the university.
So tell me, your parents, did they protest or did you protest? Because we are into 35 applications. It would suggest that you want it real bad, and that you're getting good support.
Yes, Mr. Lloyd. I would say that my parents are a very big help, in this college application process, as well as the program. 35 colleges, I was just really picking at it. Mr. Ramsey was always encouraging me to apply to as much colleges that I can apply to, so that in the end I would get the best value for my money, in the sense that I'll get the best opportunity, in terms of value for my money, as well as going to a high quality school. So it was really a rigorous process, but I just kept pushing at it. I was encouraged by my parents and Mr. Ramsey, so I had them behind me, backing me up. So through it all, a really good experience.
Okay.
Desmond?
Yes?
Desmond, can you pick up a candle for me?
Okay, yes. And
I'm still listening.
Yes. And Jaydan, you at this moment, when you let me just try and find out. This study that you're on is going to last for how long? 3 years or 4 years?
4 years, Mr. Church.
4 years, all right. And at the end of your studies, you Well, I am sure that you're looking at the world. The world is now your home. But in terms of what you intend to do, work abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Now you intend to work, get a job.
Or on campus.
No, I mean when you graduate.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, that's my intention, Mr. Richards. Hopefully, after finishing college and with the expertise that I now have, from being in the program, I'll try my best to get into one of the high engineering, companies in the US, whether it be Google, Microsoft, Apple, whatever you might need it. But that's my intention, to work at one of the top engineering companies in the US.
Okay, yes. And presently, Roland, you talk about, well, I know that this program offers the opportunity for students to work also while they are studying. Are you are looking forward to that too, right?
Oh, yes, Mr. Richard, most definitely.
Okay, all right. And what would you say? I know the program is, you just started, you're just a month now, but what would you say was your biggest challenge, and how did you overcome that in order to, pass to be where you are right now?
Alright, so while being in the program, well, I started the program a bit late, so my biggest challenge was really and truly to catch up. Mm-hmm. So in about 1 month, I had to do about 3 months work, so it was really a rigorous, as I say, it was really a rigorous process. But throughout it all, just built resilience. Mm-hmm. So I'm grateful for the experience and the opportunity that I had, to actually go through the college application process. Yes. Because I just see myself as a resilient person, a person that pushes through, and that's through the help of the program, as well as my parents and friends, pushing me to move forward. Mm-hmm. So the time. It also helped me with time management, because time was a big factor as well. Earlier in the program, it was so hard for me to manage my time, but right now I can truly say that, I have good time management skills, and, that's basically it. It was hard for me to manage my time earlier, and the work seemed like a lot, but I was able to also manage my time in such a way that the workload became easier.
Okay, sir. Yes. And I can see, as you indicated, that you're really enjoying your course, and mm-hmm. and your the workload. Tell us about your academic workload. Is that heavy?
So currently I'm taking 5 courses. Yeah. So the workload is heavy, but through being in the program and through learning how to manage my time through the program, I'm able to navigate it. So I'm able to manage my time, as well as find time for myself as well, to have time for me, because you do need to relax, while in university, because it can be a stressful experience. But throughout it all, I think that I managed myself quite well.
Yes, sir. Yes, and I asked you earlier on, but I'm still repeating it, that you have no doubt in your mind recommending this program to other KC and other students. And of course, you would. What are some of the advice that you would pass on to prospective students about how to really access this program?
Alright, so for advice in terms of how to access the program is that if you want to apply to be a part of the program, the first thing that you should look to do is type in the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program online, because I am saying that the program does have a website, and through that program you're able to submit your application, and you should hear back from Mr. Ramsey pretty quickly, because he's a man on his on his business, on his role, so he knows how to manage his time well, so you should hear back from him pretty quickly.
Yes.
And so that's all. You'd have to do an interview, to see if you are somebody who's willing to work. So they're checking to see if you're somebody who's willing to work or what they want. And once you prove to them that you are willing to do this, you have the job and the determination to get to the US, then they will work with you to the best of their ability. And you go through the same process I did, applying for universities, applying for scholarships, and then applying for your F1 visa.
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, this I have to ask you this. So the funding for the scholarship, how did that go?
Could you repeat the question, please, Mr. Richards?
Funding. I mean, how did...
the funding?
Yes, how did...
Mr. Richards, I can say that it went pretty well. I was able to get about $16,000 per year in scholarships.
Yes.
So that's really amazing, and the program also helps in funding for the university students as well. So you would also receive funding from the universities based on the field, because inside the universities, so some students have different needs. But I'm grateful for the amount of scholarships I received. Yeah.
Okay. That was very, very, very good. So this program, I'm talking about the Ramsey Scholarship Program. You would say this is a program that is very helpful for getting funding for students also.
Most definitely, Mr. Richards.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, I want to thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all the best, and I want you to know that we are going to talk again, because because this program is where we try to, as I said, keep in touch and to help to promote the program and to keep in touch with the students. So expect another call from me sometime down the road where we will continue to discuss this program and your progress. So have a good afternoon, and thank you very much, Mr. Orr.
Thank you, and same to you, Mr. Richards.
Yes, sir. Enjoy yourself.
All right.
Yes.
Take it easy, sir.
Yes. Okay. That was Mr. Orr. Yes, and he's a beneficiary. He's one of the beneficiaries of the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program. Yes, and as you heard there, he just started his scholarship. It's just 1 month, but it has been a very, very good experience for him. Lady. Hello, Lady. I don't see. I wonder if I'll try and get back Lady online. Yes, as I was saying, that this is one of the bright sparkle in Jamaica at this time, the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program. I know that it is doing a lot of good things for local students, high school students, getting them into university abroad. And oh yes, they are doing Doing very well. I have spoken to about 4 of those students already who are attending various universities in the States. Students from Calabar, St. Hugh's, KC, yes. And yes, right. So I ended the talk with Mr. Orr a while ago.
Right.
Yes, right. I think yeah. I think as I was saying that this program is definitely one of the bright sparks in the country right now. So far we have spoken to about 4 students who are attending various universities, and they are doing well. This program is really working. Are you there? Lydie, you are hearing me? Yes, seems to Lydie. Seems that I have lost him, yes. Yes, so this is, as I said, one of the...
Yes, there's one. You said so far you have spoken about 4 other people from the program, and then among the brightest sparks, that's what you said?
Yes, I said this program is one of the bright sparks in the country, based on what it is doing. Wouldn't you say so?
I agree with you, though.
Yes. Yes.
I agree with you. And the other board members agree with you as well.
Yes, yes.
Can I add something?
Of course you can.
All right. I am asking the guest, how does he see himself and his fellow respondents? How does he see them playing a role in expanding the program into Jamaica on a wider scale?
Oh, no, I indicated, he's not on the program now, Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yes. But
so we're on here now?
Yes, we are on here.
Good. So that is the question I'm asking.
Yes.
Because I totally agree with you about the bright sparks and the credits that they're giving to the program. To me, it seems like a program that needs to be expanded. That's how I am looking at it. I have some thoughts on it as well,
Yes.
For example, the guidance counselors at the schools, they play a vital role in identifying students who meet the criteria or who have the potential to succeed on the program.
Right.
So they play a major part in saying, I have 2 students here, let's put them forward. I have 3 students here, let's put them forward. So the schools, one of the ways, from my view, where we can look at expanding this program in Jamaica is to get the guidance counselors attached to the program.
Yes. Yes,
that's one way I am looking at it. And the other way, which we're actually doing right now, supplying our thoughts and supplying the feedback from the program straight into the public. So if we get that group of people who could identify some schools, suppose for example we identified 10 schools, then we could get the guidance counselors in a group, educate them as much on the program and the procedures, and get more applicants. Get to the point where we could have a seminar You with me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm listening to you.
We could have a seminar and present the program to the public at large, and then have the guidance counselors sell it. When I say sell it, I mean point out some of the issues that they look for and the quality that they're looking for in the student. Recommend. I'm thinking along that line, and then you get the parent. The seminar would be to bring the parent out to be informed. We would have graduates from the program presenting when we're having this seminar.
Yes.
So everybody who have an input, board of directors have an input, and we can have it on a wide scale, so more and more and more people can be informed and actually take action.
Yes, of course. So that is something that we are going to actualize. So we are going to try and get in touch with guidance counselors of the high schools and get them involved with the program. That's what you are saying, right?
Yeah, that is what is going through my mind, and I think we mention it to the other board members.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes.
So it's something we would have to get Mr. Ramsey's blessing on it, because he's away and we are here in Jamaica.
Right. So okay.
So we can see what is happening. And
yes. So we are going to make the suggestion to Mr. Ramsey then.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. And then if he okay, then we can start working on it as the Jamaican, so to speak.
Right.
We are doing the planting and the storing and the taking care of the stuff here. And then the fruit time, reaping time comes, more people benefit. And there's a point I would like to suggest. Whenever we're going to be doing this, if it is approved, I'm going to be dealing with this kind of approach, then we want to know that spread the word, because what we seem to understand is that these universities are awash with funds that can only be spent on scholarships.
Yes.
So we can put our act together and aim at as big a share of those scholarships as possible.
Yes, sir. Okay.
That is what I am thinking, and I'm sure I have support among my colleagues.
All right. Well, let us work on that, Brim. Let us work on that and bring that to fruition, right?
I'll have more word next time we meet, because we're going to call the other board members and get back to this lineup planning and discussion, and when we have it properly shaped, we just put it to Mr. Ramsey, and if he buys into it, then we get going.
Okay.
You know? And the funding, we were in a mood of seeking additional funding.
Mm-hmm.
So to put on these seminars and to invite, we have companies in Jamaica who are giving scholarships. Many companies.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get to a couple of those companies, so we have this seminar that send their representative.
Mm-hmm.
We, the board members, the guidance counselors, and some graduates from the program.
I am seen as using those seminars to sell it and let the word go out that these universities that are awash with funds, they want quality applicants.
Okay.
With the program and the preparation, we should be able to take a bigger bite out of these funds.
Let us work on that, Brim. Okay?
Yes, sir. I listened to a lot of what was going on, but I couldn't interject. I just had to be listening.
Yeah.
And I think the guy is brilliant, and I think we're doing a good job, if I may say so, in exposing them.
Yes. Okay, sir. We are working together. So yes, that's the end of Be Sure for this week. And as I indicated, Be Sure is where we provide you with information to make life better. And what we are focusing now, we have been doing so for the past weeks, and the Ramsey Enrichment Scholarship Program. This is a program that is providing Jamaican students with facilities, university facilities to study in university facilities abroad. Okay, so next week we're back with Be Sure. Let us go for a break. This is Rebel Radio.
Now the tea of Jamaica. Now the tea of Jamaica.
To share what you know about a crime, but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously. Contact
for your best life. Go check your HIV status. So keep your life trending, no pretending. Me I tell yourself do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom, coulda Ozzy, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan. Do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life.
Versions here with a message to you from myself and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Shen Yang. Everyone see wear a mask with the numbers drop. I don't want COVID lay you down flat. Nose and mouth if you cover up that. Oh oh, oh oh. Sanitizer get hospitalized. Fight the virus and fight for your life, yeah. Nobody talk about say you no response no more. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus from somebody. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus. So keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Yeah. Keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash, no paper, no dash, no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef, where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your eat.
The island clean, so clean. From the beach to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica.
One, two, three, two more. 1, 2. Adults to 30 minutes activity daily. Love your body, treat your body right. Vegetables, make sure you eat plenty. Children do 60 minutes activity daily. Drink some water when you feel thirsty. Cut down dessert and have a smoothie. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Listen up. Make sure you know your health status. Go a doctor and get a regular checkup. Chronic disease can slowly creep up. We can lower the risk and live up if we just eat right and get moving. Jumping, running, dancing or skipping. Change the children, them lazy habit. Make them play out the door and put down the tablet. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Jamaica get moving. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. After 2, make me hear you say I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. After 2, make me hear you say I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Jamaica get moving. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Listen up.
Let's welcome back to Rebel Radio. All right, and it's time for workers' time. Yeah, you know, this time on a Monday we try to keep in touch, abreast of what is happening at the workplace. Yes. And we have with us trade unionist James Francis. Hello, Franco.
Hello.
What's going on, Franco?
Hello?
Yes, Franco, are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, I hear you now.
Yes. I'm asking you what's going on at the workplace. What
Turn up your volume. Turn up your volume, sir.
I know the last time we spoke.
Turn up your volume.
Yes. Turn
Why?
yeah, turn up my turn me up higher there, my team. No, I said the last time we spoke, I know you had a meeting scheduled with the Ministry of Finance for those postal workers.
Yes.
Yes, so update my listeners and viewers on what is happening to those workers.
But this is not the Ministry of Finance. This is the Ministry of Finance, the fraud place. They have a lot of people to deal with, and I met with a guy there named Ricardo. And we have a meeting discussing the meeting coming out of the Postmaster General. And he planned to get in touch with the Postmaster General to see where they reach with the meeting and to get back to me so we could have a meeting with both sides. The matter is also before the Ministry of Information and Technology. That is Mr. Raw's ministry and the post office. So I've not heard. I spoke to a postal agency just yesterday. She says she's still working 5 days a week and no increase from the minimum wage. So we have moved a little bit, but we're still stuck working.
So you said postal agent?
I don't think the Postmaster General is pushing to, like a Postmaster General with interest. Paul will used to do the same thing there, and Paul, I've never started Paul for years until the government changed, So I'm now optimistic that I will find a way to
So the postal agencies, they are still waiting to have the postal. As far as the postal agencies are concerned, they are still waiting to have their salaries issue addressed.
Yeah, because the minimum wage went up. Remember the minimum wage went up to 13,000. And the most postal agents are not getting that. You get paid by the month. They're still under the minimum wage. So my meeting 2 months ago with the Postmaster General's senior staff was that they were looking at it with a view to take them up to minimum wage because at least that took their movement. So this Saturday I haven't been getting anything, and the guy of finance, I'm trying to call him, I can't get him. So I'm sort of stuck in the middle here right now.
Wow. But those workers, based on your information, Sir Francis, those workers are out. They are at the bottom for many for years, man. Years.
Yeah, man, they're at the bottom. They have never gotten no government increase. No back money, no retroactivity. Even though they were promised to give them a $12,000, in this 2017 increase and wage adjustment. I think it was minimum wage. I think it was not minimum wage. It was nothing when you go on 2 years to Vietnam. But they have not earned anything from the government. Although they are workers, the postal work have a document that say they are not government workers and therefore they will not be entitled. Even though they are paid by the Postmaster General.
So if they are not government workers, who they are working with?
That is what they are saying on some documents that them sent out, some long time thing. But with the new adjustment of the security guard amendment and so on and so on. It should be an easy way now to get them in. Because they promise the postmaster and secret people promise to do that. But you know, as I said, when the new postmaster general coming, I have not met him. He was to come to a meeting one time with me down there, and he came late. The last meeting 3 months ago, I'm saying I'm seeing a woman come sit down with us. And they agree that the condition is bad, and they know that long time. And the question of the woman we had a tour on the post office, and there, Miss Brown from our place in St. Catherine, the woman over 40 years. She don't get a benefit. So we wrote about it, and the postmaster did reply, and he told me to send a letter to a permanent secretary who said the woman should not get anything. So I'm just here with hanging there, you know. I have a gentleman from University and I work as union who sorry about that, my friend, who helped me with the case. So yeah, I'm trying to think what I could do next week to sort of stir up something, you know. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
I'm trying to think what I will do next week to get some attention, some public attention. Maybe I might have to go to the television station. I don't know.
What happened to those other workers, those that you represent there, who work at police?
In the police department, they are there. They got increased. They got some increase, but they have not got any promotion or appointment.
And I saw where the Minister of National Security indicated that...
Yeah, he made a bid. I wrote to him. I haven't got a reply from him up to now. You know, he's a man who, from what I understand, he likes to talk, but he doesn't do anything at all. So I have a letter that I've sent to him about a month and a half ago. And I haven't got a reply from him in respect to him.
But you saw where...
In respect to the civilian.
You saw where he has decided to move and no, I said you saw where he has decided to move a number of contract workers and put them on...
Yeah, he had promised to do that.
But it was done. It has been done.
It's done, because that's why I wrote to him and I haven't got a reply. But some of the workers call you how much use they deal with it. I've never seen this. I don't know why in the post office is not like that. In the post office, after a year, you get a medical test and you get a letter of appointment and you move from there to another letter. And you can move from a B grade to a A grade to assistant inspector and so on. That one's very good in the post office, but in the big civilian police department, I don't know. So he had promised to do something, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. So, what do you suggest we do?
Well, I read the minister announcing that thousands of workers who work in the...
You can't give me some of what him, huh?
Are you hearing me? You're not hearing me?
Yes, we're just talking, I hear you.
Yes.
But no, let me say you have to give me a bit more volume.
No, I'm asking if you are hearing me.
I'm hearing you now.
Okay. So I'm saying the last time what I heard the minister saying that he had instructed or the government has decided that some thousands of workers who work in those departments, like in the police department, those workers who you represent, that
they are called civilian work.
Yes, they are moving them off contract and making them permanent employees. But
yeah, they're temporary, they're permanently permanently employed, but temporary. They don't have, most of them don't have a letter of appointment to say, well, you know, that the post office would set out your appointment and give you a proper paper, but they come in and they have them there for years, and it's not for the lack of not trying. We have been working on that from 2002.
Yes, I see. Well, you have to just keep on pushing then, Mr. Francis, because
well, what can you do from your side of your
what I am
radio thing? Can you send out something?
What I can do is what I am doing now. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm calling you to bring it to the public attention. That is why.
I was looking at Sunday's paper. There's a new guy now who is in charge of the Ministry of Justice. Not the minister, one who deals with justice and wrongs of workers. I don't know what Sunday's doing. But I think I need to get to that guy soon, you know, so that he could probably help me, you know.
Okay. Yes. But as you said that you have written to letters and they have not responded.
No, the minister hasn't responded. And I write him a nice letter. Tell him to try and do what he plans to do. I really like him for that. And, you know, it was a nice letter. But the first man that was there was mocking by. What the minister had a chance about one name of it?
No, hold on. Minister of what?
The wife was check me there.
Oh, you mean Mr. Robert Montague?
Yeah. We wrote to Montague and touched his reply.
Yeah.
And when Chang came in and took over, Chang replied to us. We had a meeting with Chang. But we never had another one that we planned to. Because that happened to the people like give them some other after certain years, you know what I mean? So, I like to ask about some guidance and I'll talk it again, you know?
Yeah, but why you don't approach it from the trade union perspective? What
no, they are not interested in that. That's a good question. These guys should fight my case themselves. Telling the that's why I told me that nobody from that side, even though in the letter to the Ministry of Finance for Public Sector Worker, the postal agency was mentioned as part of the claim before the Ministry of Finance of the Confederation of Trade Unions.
Yes.
Right, and everything was mentioned of their condition and so on. Barely, all of them we talk about it, but the trade union seem to have some very dirty bad mind people. If you sit down at table with them, and the postal agent thing is mentioned, you don't have nobody take it up and say, yes, there's one on there. We have to get it, help me, no, I feel that I might struggle that. So, they could have helped because they were promised that the postal agency would have been handled after the 1917 agreement. They promised that something would have come up with, but nobody has been with it, but that's from what I'm doing here. But the beginning of Postmaster General was quite refreshing, and you know, I blame them for being lazy and uncaring. Always was uncaring, and the last Postmaster General, that's Gentles. He didn't like when anything about the postal agencies mentioned. I can't say nothing with it. No. At all. So it's a bad mind thing. But so far, I've got a little movement with the meeting with the Postmaster General. They agree and they acknowledge the defects of the postal agents in terms of where they are and so on. So it's a hell of a long story. That matter like the postal agency thing should go before the court with a good lawyer, who could claim many years of remuneration because they are workers.
Yes.
They are workers, one who work for another, part-time, peace-time, hourly rates, or under contracts of employment, no matter how you describe the contract. So they are working for a longer time. And the ILO convention also says that where a body of workers do similar work, the remuneration should be similar. Postal clerk and postal agents do the same work, same assortment, same letter. Postal agents in a small post office, taking mail, taking register letter, and do all the same thing like postal clerk. But the postal clerk would get every benefit that runs while these people don't get anything because they have a thing against them. The postmaster general government have to say they are not government workers. But even though they said that they are not government workers, there's a part in the agreement that they will give them to sign that a postal worker is entitled to 7-day casual leave in case of any emergency.
Right.
So if you are giving a man casual leave, you can't disclaim and say, own him, you know what I mean? So it's a whole thing. But I think
I would suggest that you try again through the Confederation, because if the Confederation takes up the matter, then that will be more, it carries more weight than you alone. And you're a member of the Confederation, so the Confederation should be willing to assist.
I'm a director of the Confederation. Yes. But what I'm saying, the postal agents with them is not for the want of trying, because the matter of the postal agents had gone through the Ministry of Finance over the last 5 years, through the Confederation of Trade Unions itself. So they tell me also that they will be dealing with it, so and so and so. And eventually nobody support me from there. I don't know why. And I agree with you that if they had stood up with it and say to the government, we now sign up with them unless you get something with the postal agents, it would have been done, because it depends on where you are saying the strength we have. But the Ministry of Finance have found out that, I spoke with a good guy who dealing with me, he said, well, all right, let us try, but I'm not hearing from him. I'm not hearing from him over the last couple of months.
Okay.
When I left the Postmaster General meeting and met with him at the Ministry of Finance, I can't get him to call me and say, well, so and so, I'd like to say, I'm hotel I'm busy.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of problem at the Ministry of Finance, a lot of case not settled and all that,
Yeah. Well, listen.
Put the guy from UAW there, the guy with me.
Yeah. Well, listen, James. Yeah. Listen, I am going to have a word with, I think it's Clifton. It's Clifton at UAW, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a word with him, and then we see how we can get this matter trashed out.
All right. I'm going to have to call him next week and tell him to call me.
Okay. All right. I want to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for calling me, sir.
Okay. Take good care of yourself. That is trade unionist James Francis, and he has, this problem with the postal agency workers. A very, very troublesome matter. It has been going on for years. Let us take a break. Yes, this is Rebel Radio, and we are at Workers' Time. Yes, this is workers' time. Yes, and we're talking about what is happening at the workplace. We are with us, Councillor Ian Bell. Mr. Bell, good afternoon.
Mr. Brown, good afternoon to you and to your team and listeners.
Yes, sir. First of all, the last time we spoke, we had dry weather, but I'm sure that you have been getting some good showers over in St. Ann now.
Well, yes, we are getting some showers in St. Ann.
Yes.
But one of the things I find that is unique to St. Ann is that persons do not make preparation for tackling and to store water in this community. It is really a challenge because even when rain is falling, persons are calling me, asking me when water will come to it. Hold on a minute, Mr. Desmond,
Yes, we're talking to...
Yes, Desmond.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, it is really a challenge. Person want to be able to go and full them 5 gallons and get the water regularly when you have to have tank for storage.
Yes.
But simply the tanks are very expensive now, and persons, especially in rural communities that I am privileged to be the councillor, they are not so privileged with these tanks that they can drain water. And one of the things that happens is that a lot of persons are ambitious, where they would want to purchase their containers and so. But because of lack of employment, that also gives them a challenge.
Okay, so in other words, what you're saying that enough water harvesting is not taking place?
Thank you very much. Enough water harvesting is not taking place in the community. Well, when I was at the time growing up in the community that I grew up, we would have our old people and all of them houses those days, we used to have gutter. And they got the water to a particular area where they pull 4 or 5 drums.
Right.
I have not seen that in today's world. I think persons are moving away from that. But I still believe that that is very important for us to do. So make sure we harvest water and store water. Because we store it in a proper way, where this water will not be able to breed mosquitoes. And especially the mosquitoes that are going around now that causes the dengue fever and the other fevers.
Yes.
So long as they can store the water properly, I honestly believe that we should consider water storage. Because let me tell you, Mr. Brown and your listeners, National Water Commission is funded for farmers. In this lifetime, I don't think they're able to provide water to everybody. Because one of the things that water commissions are doing, they are analyzing how long it will take them for them to make the money that is going to cost them to carry water in these rural communities. And if you have a community that has 500 residents, and the water commission is going to calculate the 500 residents and what the bill is going to be like, and how much millions it is going to save them to carry the water to these communities. Yes. And then they are going to say 25 or 30 years time still won't be able to make back this money.
Okay.
So that is the problem why a lot of Jamaican communities continue to be out of water.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, Councillor, how is the other problem now with the unemployment? How are your constituents coping with that?
I am privileged to be the councillor for a division that is serviced by 4 police stations.
Yes.
That's how big my division is. Central service a part of my division.
Yes.
Claremont service a part of my division. Money service a part of my division. And Portrait service a great portion of my division. That is how large my division is.
Yes.
Serviced by 4 police stations.
Yes.
And you can understand the residents. I'm a justice of the peace, Mr. Brown. So persons are coming to me on a daily basis for recommendations for a job.
Right.
So when a person comes to me for a recommendation for a job this week, and next week the same person come again, so we use the recommendation for the phone. But when I not understand them all now, and the following week they come again, persons are just up and down over the whole college, right? A large section of my division is very close to the township of Ochoa.
Yes.
Right? So we would want to say then that the tourism then will serve these people and they will be able to get employment.
Yes.
It is not how we do this. It is not how we do this. Okay. I am quite sure that it is very easy right now to just go into different sections of my division and can count 1,000 unemployed persons within the geographical division that I serve. 1,000 unemployed persons. Easily can count them in my division that is unemployed.
Yes. Yes. That is not good news at all. And I can imagine that most of these unemployed are young people.
I didn't hear that.
Yes. So you have bauxite. The bauxite companies is not far from you either.
No, in my geographical division, we don't have any mining taking place in my division.
Okay.
But we have adjoining communities to my division that bauxite is taking place in.
Yes.
For example, there's a large bauxite company in Manila.
Yes.
They are out to the Princeton area there. So, if jobs were available, yes, persons within the division have no problem to go to work.
Yes.
Yes, but I don't know. I am not seeing a lot of persons from my division being employed in the backside.
Yes, sir.
Right? You have Donald Reynolds here, where we have one of the ship that have Reynolds here a lot of times. And you have also the Lidford Mining. Well, that falls within my division, the Lidford Mining. They are the company that sends away the material that is loaded on the ship at the Reynolds Pier in Ochoa. I don't know if you are privileged to be in Ochi sometime, and you see 40, 50 trucks drive the mall down to the ship here. They operate from the Lidford Mining. And very few persons are employed to the Lidford Mining because what? Is there not skill enough to operate one of those machines? Whether it's going to be the bulldozer, it's going to be one of the loader, or some of the other machines that they use to crush and so. They don't have employment for you. Most of the work at the mining companies at Lidford, they are machines, you know.
Okay.
They are not labor.
They require skilled labor.
Right.
Yes. And then the persons who are, the unemployed persons who we are referring to there, they are mostly unskilled people.
Unskilled persons. I have a large section of farming communities also within my division. But Mr. Brown, I don't know how we are going to get young people to be attracted to farming. I don't know how that is going to happen, but it is not happening.
Yes. I can see, I understand that.
And aside from the Ochoa and St. area, I am not seeing the opportunities for employment in the communities. Not seeing it because, for example, the individuals that I am privileged to represent, you have nothing. I don't have a supermarket in my division, not one large supermarket. You might have one or two, medium-sized mini-mart there about. But for you to have a large supermarket, you don't have that in my division.
Yes.
You don't have any factories in the division that I represent. You don't have farmers, but not on a large scale, which that any farm is going to employ 25 or 30 persons. Right? So it is really challenging for employment within the division.
Yes.
Right? And no person in other division, in my division, will have challenges too.
Yes, sir. Very tough councillor, very tough.
Yes.
Very tough.
I didn't invite you some weeks ago to come and have a tour of the division.
Yes.
So when we have to speak, you will know exactly
yes.
of what I speak.
Yes, I still have it on my agenda. As soon as I have it rectified, then I will call you.
Right.
Yes, because one of the things that I want to visit that division also is to look at the water situation, because when we spoke the last time and you told me of the situation where the water was scarce and what the people were paying for water, that was a horrifying story.
And it is now we are better off at this moment, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
It's now we are better off. What we can say, thanks be to God, He sent some showers that bless you. And I want you to listen carefully which type of showers that the Lord sent. Showers that bless you.
Yes.
Right.
Right. But the fact of the matter is that since the harvesting is not taken, in other words, the people don't have enough catchment areas in order to catch and harvest this water, then they will soon find themselves without water again shortly.
You know, sir. And the established catchment areas that we have. I want to say to you, sir, that I am really disappointed in how they are kept. Because the municipal corporation have some catchment areas that is the sole provider of the water in some communities. And it is a disgrace how they are kept and what persons really have to drink and use, the type of water they have to drink and use. These persons don't have a choice. Do not have a choice.
Okay.
And my heart goes out for them. Sometimes when I visit some of my communities, Mr. Brown, the bowls of compassion move.
Yeah, Richards is the name. Richards, not Brown.
Mr. Richard, sorry.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Richard, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're saying the catchment areas that are there are in poor condition?
Well, poor would be an understatement.
Wow.
Very poor condition. As a matter of fact, an officer from the SDC was doing a walkthrough in one of my communities. I think she had a project to undertake, and she was doing a walkthrough last week Saturday. And I received a call from her Saturday that where she is at this time, she sees both devastating and the catchment tank and the barbecue that takes the water, send the water into the tap where these persons are using. And these complaints goes to the parish council or the municipal corporation on a daily basis. But sometimes the operations of this municipality are more political than even the interest of the person that they should be serving. Yes?
Yes.
Because if it is a councillor bill, that bill is the report. Councillor bill is a PMP councillor. The administration of the council is the PMP administration. So whatever I say there is fall and defiance. Yes? As I am wondering sometimes, Mr. Richard, yes? If they don't know that labor rights live within the same geographical division and the area that they are treating the way that they are treating it.
Yeah, but the municipality is supposed to deal with the interests of the people.
No,
yes.
In the interest of their party, that is how it is they are operating. In the interest of their party. So if they give councillor bill, if they fix up the tank, they mean a councillor bill, if it can councillor bill will be that then. But if the tank them no fit, that's how they look at it. Councillor bill won't win. So it's the interest of their party they operate. They don't operate in the interest of the residents. Yes? But let me tell you something, Mr. Richard.
Yes, sir.
Politics for me, you know, is between nomination day and election day, you know, sir. After that, the victor must have the people that them at heart, you know, sir.
Most of the people who do what?
Politics for me is between nomination day and election day.
Yes.
After election day, you have a victor. The victor should have the people's interest at heart and not a political interest at heart.
Yes, yes.
So after I am the councillor, I don't care which PNP I will be, right, you know. My task is to ensure that the entire division is properly serviced.
Of course. Of course.
Right?
That is it.
But what I realize with these people, if they sabotage your division, it is with a view that you must not win when you go back to the poll. But I do not hesitate to tell the people what is happening in my division, you know, sir.
Yes.
I speak it as I know it.
Okay.
So my people must be very well aware that the representation is not lacking. Right? What is happening to me is political sabotage. Yes?
Okay.
Yes.
You know, that is not good news at all. Not good news. No, no councillor.
You know, Mr. Richard, I have an exam to sit whenever they call that exam day. And by the grace of God, after that exam day come, when you call again by the grace of God, you still be talking to councillor Ian there.
Yes.
After that on the vision. Because I am going out there to win. Because the people that I serve know that I represent them well. And it is not lack of representation, but it's because of political sabotage that you name the starting. That's what I have to go through. Because persons are politically neutral.
No, that's not good at all. Not good. So, as you speak, then, councillor, is that you are making representation, but the authorities are not responding to those representation at all. So as a result of that, the conditions for workers and the people in your division, you know, is
you know, sir, you know, the other day, last year we did 5 farmer cards each as councillors, and I don't remember how much they had to get, not my concern, but I know they would have gotten more than 5. And today, not one of my 5 get a card.
Yeah?
Not one of my 5 get a call from the Ministry of Labour today to do an interview and nothing. Not one of my 5. I want to speak to the brother councillor and the people get called.
Wow. No, but that don't sound right. That don't sound right, Councillor. By the way, how many, hold on, in the St. Anne Parish Council, how many divisions are PNP?
5.
And is it what, 11 divisions?
No, man, it is 16 divisions.
Oh,
5 are PNP and 11 are JLP at this time.
So the 10 are represented by the JLP and 5 by the PNP?
Yes.
Okay.
No. 11 by the JLP
Yes.
and 5 by the PNP because it is 11 divisions.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's 16 divisions in total.
Yes. And then you are the only one who's
To the best of my knowledge and belief, I am the only one at this time that not one of my persons that I submitted get a call.
oh no. That is I wonder why. You know.
Based on what I said before, I don't need to wonder.
Yes. That's very bad news though. Very bad news. Yes. And you and the mayor, the chairman have good relationship though.
No, sir, I don't know about good, I honestly don't know about good. Because I am one person that will speak my mind when I see things not going well. And I am one of the councillors that would have called for his resignation when some things went wrong. That is why that we call and talk about that. Yes, so, I don't know about a good relation. I know that I go to the meetings when I have to go, and I know that I represent the people in my division to the best of my ability.
Wow. Yes, sir. I can really understand. Well, as I said, I have it on my agenda to tour your division, right? So that I can have a first-hand experience of what you are talking about. And as soon as that time come around, I will call you and alert you.
No problem at all. So you take care now.
And I want you to take care of yourself. And thank you very much for participating this evening.
Thank you for thanking me.
Okay, sir.
Good evening to you and your listeners.
All right. Thank you. That was Councillor Ian Bell. And, well, boy, what he's telling us there is that he's being victimized. No. Well, let us take a break. And I think that that is the end of workers' time for this week. Yes. And not good news at all. The worker we heard from trade union unionist James Francis, and he told us about the plight of the postal agency workers. And then Councillor Bell was also told us about the unemployment situation, the young people in his division. Not very good, and this is happening at a time when Jamaica is having its lowest unemployment rate. Boy, things are really, really tough. Anyway, let us take a break. This is Rebel Radio.
to share what you know about a crime but were too afraid? At Crime Stop, we make it easy for you to report on crimes safely and 100% anonymously. All it takes is 4 simple steps. First, contact the tip line at 311 or visit www.crimestop.org or www.311tips.com. Then share what you know anonymously with one of our trained counselors. Any information related to criminal activity is accepted. We don't want to know your identity. We don't record calls or use star 69. And there is no way of tracing tips over the phone or online. You'll also be given a file number for your tip. Next, track the progress of your tip by calling our tip line at 311 and quoting your file number. Finally, if your tip leads to success, you will be eligible for a cash reward. Rewards will be paid out upon request through a trusted disbursement agency with verification process to ensure that your identity remains hidden. Share what you know anonymously.
For your best life, but your HIV status, so keep your life trending, no pretending. Me I tell you, if you do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are linked to the condom, coulda husband, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan, do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. You don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life.
It's a girl Shamsia with a message to you from myself and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Shenyang, everyone see here a mask with the numbers drop. I don't want COVID, lay you down flat. Nose and mouth if you cover up that. Sanitize or get hospitalized. Fight the virus and fight for your life, yeah. Nobody talk about say you no response no more. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus from somebody. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus. So keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people around. COVID in town, 6 feet apart and 6 feet in the ground. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the beach to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the beach to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash, no paper, no dash, no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them ain't not clean and they see. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your eat.
Island clean, so clean. From the beach to the beach, so clean. No dirty of Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica, no dirty of Jamaica.
One, two, three, two more. 1, 2. Adults to 30 minutes activity daily. Love your body, treat your body right. Vegetables, make sure you eat plenty. Children do 60 minutes activity daily. Drink some water when you feel thirsty. Cut down dessert and have a smoothie. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Listen up. Make sure you know your health status. Go a doctor and get a regular checkup. Chronic disease can slowly creep up. We can lower the risk and live up if we just eat right and get moving. Jumping, running, dancing or skipping. Change the children, them lazy habit. Make them play out the door and put down the tablet. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Jamaica get moving. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. After to make me hear you say I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. After to make me hear you say I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. 1, 2. I love me. Jamaicans, love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Jamaica get moving. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. One more time now. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Just eat right. Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. Listen up.
Love your body, treat your body right. Love your body, treat your body right. When you're weary and feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. Oh, well, yeah, I'm on your side. Times get rough, and friends just can't be found like a breeze over troubled water. I will lay me down like a breeze over troubled water. I will lay me down when you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you, woman, yeah, I'll take your part.
Shine like the sun. Rise up, rise up. Your journey has just
matter what you do, you know say that we can't stop. We stand up and salute down to the yellow, the green, the black. I make them know say that we want this mystic. The world is for your taking, and giving up is the only crime. Now written on the pages of history, this is your moment, this is your time.
This is Monday afternoon, and welcome to Weekend Roundup on another day of sports and entertainment. Weekend Roundup, telling you about the results of the matches and entertainment that took place in this half-hour package, and we can give you of events to come in the week during the course of this week and just a few things. At present, we are experiencing some weather situation in the Manning and the DaCosta Cup. But at this time, we are waiting for some update. We get to understand that some of the matches are put off because of the inclement weather. So that result that we're looking for this evening in the Manning and the DaCosta Cup, we will not have most of it, so we'll give you what we have. Also, we are looking at what happened on the weekend in the Premier League and other leagues, and as well as entertainment, what is to come. So in this half hour, let's just do it fast and spicy, and we're going to start off with some music that we have been playing from last week. I want to continue with it. You don't know, One Sugar Dan, yes, that major talent there. We want to just put her out there at this time, so stay tuned. We're going to just feature One Sugar Dan, and after that, we will come back with some results on the weekend and what happened today in the world of sports, and then a little in entertainment. Yes, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with some music and then the sporting results.
No matter what you do, you know say that we can't stop. We stand up and salute down to the yellow, the green, the black. I make them know say that we want this mystic. The world is for your taking, and giving up is the only crime. Now written on the pages of history, this is your moment, this is your time. Now we know it's not an easy road. Tree up, another road. We gotta carry the load.
That's Rise Up, that 98 song for the reggae boys. Trust me, Jamaica will rise up when the time comes again. We're only seeing right here a match in the DaCosta Cup, which is between Stets and Lacovia. Yes, we don't get any more. Okay. I have Cedric Titus and William Nib. Cedric Titus 2, William Nib 0. And the Stets Lacovia match finished Stets 4 and Lacovia 2. That's what we have. We do have nothing in the Manning Cup because, yes, on my way coming here, you can see thunderstorms and rain. So we're going to get those results. I don't know, probably in the week when those matches will be replayed and so forth. Yes, so far that's what we have in the Manning Cup so far. And we're going to go on the weekend now. In the meantime, you can listen to One Sugar Don.
Proud Production. What's up now? You know we gon' party all day. It doesn't matter when I wear. I wanna free my mind right now. I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now. I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Slip up that slip in the in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade I roll. Yeah, I go when me reach down. You meet the way that you party away from my problems. Me and the man, them want spend couple grand. Yeah, them hurt me too much, so we move away from them. I'm free in my mind. I don't want no problem. I'm flying too right, so we cannot stand it. Vibes it right, so we know it I'm at them. We do my brain, me don't know what never land them. This is my anthem, yeah. I wanna free my mind right now. I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now. I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Split up that split in the in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade I roll. Yeah, I hope when me reach down. You meet the win and the run. We go party all night, every week, every day. 3, 4, 5, catch the foot play. Watch how I hear no talking come out of me place. The vibes right now, watch you smile for me face. But still I be magnum strap on the waist.
Okay, I'm going to take a little break there. I'm going to give you the matches in the English Premier League that took place yesterday, Sunday, the 8th of October. There are some things concerning in a couple of these matches I'm going to comment on. Brighton had hosted Liverpool. That match had finished 2-2. Yes, as you can see, Liverpool another draw, following that match that they had played with Tottenham. Liverpool dropping 2 more points here against a Brighton team that is playing consistent and good football, So Brighton is there for any big team in the Premier League, you're going to have trouble playing this team. And even this next coming match for Brighton, I think is Manchester City. Yes. Okay. The other match between West Ham and Newcastle United that finished 2-2. West Ham, a fairly decent side holding 2-2 Newcastle at their home. Aston Villa 1, Wolves 1. You can see that most of the match finished in a draw. But the match that everyone was expecting some fireworks on Sunday was Arsenal versus Manchester City. And it was not really a bright sparking moment, and both teams getting their chances and didn't work, and it was playing for no goalless for most of the time until in the 80th minute, Arsenal got a chance with their own goal, a ballless ricochet off a Manchester City player, and resulted in a 1-0 win, and that carried them. Arsenal is in second on goal difference, right? Over at least joint leaders with Tottenham on 20 points. Manchester City is back in third with 18. Liverpool 17 points. Aston Villa 16 points. Brighton 16. West Ham United 14. Newcastle 13. Crystal Palace 12, and Manchester United 12, rounding off the top 10 right there. Yes, so it's a good result there, and everyone is going to take the fight to City, who is looking to continue to defend their title in the Premier League, because they are the defending champions as well as in the Champions League. So we can look for that there. Okay. The other matches that took place on Saturday in the Premier League now, you had Luton Town hosted Tottenham. Tottenham coming out there are 1-0 winners. And Burnley hosted Chelsea. Chelsea finding some form now, winning by 4-1 over Burnley. Everton finding some form also, winning by 3-0 over Bournemouth. And Fulham hosting Sheffield United 3-1. And Manchester United, after trailing 1-0 by Brentford, came out 2-1 winners over Brentford at Manchester. And Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest played out 2-0 draw. Also on Saturday in the La Liga, you had Girona away team beating Cadiz by 1-0. Real Madrid 4, Osasuna 0. Mallorca 1, Valencia 1, Sevilla 2, and Royal Vallecano 2. In the Serie A matches on Saturday, Inter 2, Bologna 2, Juventus 2, Torino 0, Genoa 0, AC Milan 1. In the Bundesliga, Saturday, home team Augsburg 1, Darmstadt 2. Home team Borussia Dortmund 4, Union Berlin 2. Home team RB Leipzig 0, Bochum 0. Home team VB Stuttgart 3, Wolfsburg 1. Home team Werder Bremen 2, Hoffenheim 3. In the Bundesliga, give it a standing. At this time, Bayer Leverkusen from 7 match leads with 19 points. VB Stuttgart from 7 match, 18 points. Bayern Munich from 7 match, 17 points. Borussia Dortmund from 7 match, 17 points. All teams play 7 matches so far. Hoffenheim, 15 points. RB Leipzig, 14 points. Wolfsburg, 12 points. Eintracht Frankfurt, 10 points. Freiburg, 10 points. And FC Heidenheim, 7 points, rounding off the top 10 in the Bundesliga. In Ligue 1 France, Metz 0, Nice 1. Reims 1, Monaco 2. Those are leagues match. And in the Ligue 1 in France, leading is Morocco from 8 match, 17 points. Nice on 16 points. PSG Paris Saint-Germain, 15 points. Brest, 15 points. Reims, 13 points. Marseille, 12 points. Lille, 12 points. Rennes, 11 points. Nantes, 11 points. And Toulouse on 10 points, rounding off the top 10 in Ligue 1 France. In the Serie A, AC Milan from 8 matches, 21 points. Inter Milan, 19 points. Juventus, 17 points. Fiorentina, 17 points. Napoli, 14 points. Atlanta, 13 points. Monza, 12 points. Frosinone, 12 points. Lech, 12 points. And Roma on 11 points, rounding off the top 10. That's so far in the... That's so far in that league. Let me check out Championship in England. Sunderland 0, Middlesbrough 4, Cardiff 1, Watford 1, Coventry City 1, Norwich City 1, Ipswich 2, Bristol City 1, Leicester City 2, Stoke 0, Millwall 2, Hull City 2, Plymouth Argyle 1, Swansea City 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0, Blackburn Rovers 4, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Huddersfield Town 0, Southampton 1, Rotherham 1. That is the championship in England. Now the table. Recently demoted Leicester City from 11 games, 30 points. Ipswich Town, 28 points. Preston North End, 20. Sunderland, 19 points. Leeds United, 19 points. Birmingham City, 18 points. Norwich City, 17 points. Cardiff City, 17 points. Hull City, 17 points. And rounding off the top 10, Southampton on 17 points. Those are the points standing in the, respectively, in the championship. And that takes care of the standings right there. Okay, so when we come back from the music, we will give you the fixtures for this week.
Away from my problems, me and the man them want spend couple grand, yeah, them hurt me too much, so we move away from them. I'm free in my mind, I don't want no problem. The eye is too red, so we cannot stand them. The vibes is right, so we know it come at them. We too much brain, me don't know when you're gonna land me. This is my anthem, yeah. I wanna free my mind right now, I need to party. To get no paper vibe right now, I'm feeling happy. Because I rock and I move to the floor. Before that's it, I'm his own. The spin and I grade I run. Yeah, I hope when we reach strong. You make the way any rum. My problems, me and the man, them want spend couple grand, yeah, them hurt me too much, so we move away from them. I'm free in my mind, I don't want no problem. My eyes too red, so we cannot stand them. The vibes is right, so we know it I'm at them. We too much brain, me don't know when you're gonna land me. This is my anthem, yeah. I wanna free my mind right now, I need to party.
Yes, one sugar down here. Free my mind.
a fight me get. Me see the enemy I try to stop my breath. Me not stop, nah rest. Me know some blessed. Victory is a must. I fi pass my quest. Me stay focused. Daddy never show love. My eyes open but my heart frozen. Marco never cool up. Young dreams the bogus. Reach it chorus. Me tell you what's up. They in Amazonia. They in Amazonia. Don't call my phone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Okay, as you can see, time is catching up. I want to give some shout out to what is going to happen on the weekend, beginning Friday. Yes, I should say Friday or Thursday. Let me see which day. Beginning this Thursday with the Euro 2024 qualification and as well the Nations League. Okay. Thursday, the 12th of October, in the Euro 24 qualification, Cyprus will be hosting Norway, Spain hosting Scotland. Both match begin at 1:45 p.m. Group D, that was Group A. Group D, Latvia will be hosting Armenia, and Croatia will be hosting Turkey in Group D. Both matches are 11 and 1:45 respectively. Group E, 1:45, both match. Albania will be hosting Czech Republic. Faroe Islands will be hosting Poland. Euro 2024 qualification. Group I, Andorra will be hosting Kosovo. Belarus will be hosting Romania, and Israel will be hosting Switzerland. That's in the Euro 2024 qualification. World Cup 2026 qualification. This is South America. Okay. Colombia will be hosting Uruguay. Argentina will be hosting Paraguay. Bolivia will be hosting Ecuador. Colombia Uruguay match begins at 3:30. Argentina Paraguay 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock also Bolivia Ecuador. 7 o'clock. That's it. Those are Jamaica time. Chile versus Peru. And at 7:30, Brazil will be hosting Venezuela. Those match coming up on Thursday. CONMEBOL World Cup 2026 qualification. African World Cup 2026 qualification. Myanmar will be hosting Macau. Chinese Taipei will be hosting Timor-Leste. Maldives will be hosting Bangladesh. Asia, that is the Asia zone. You have Singapore hosting Guam. Nepal will be hosting Laos. Cambodia will be hosting Pakistan. When you look at these teams, you know that these are just the early play rounds for these teams to qualify for the main draw. Hong Kong versus Bhutan. Indonesia versus Brunei. Afghanistan versus Mongolia. And Yemen versus Sri Lanka. Over now to the CONCACAF Nations League, Thursday. 5 o'clock Jamaica time. Suriname will be hosting Haiti. Grenada at 6 o'clock will be hosting Jamaica. This Thursday, about Reggae Boys. And Cuba will be hosting Honduras. CONCACAF Nations League. League B Group 1. St. Martin will be hosting St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Lucia will be hosting Guadeloupe. CONCACAF Nations League, Bonaire versus Anguilla. Dominica, British Virgin Island. Okay. That takes care of the matches coming up beginning Thursday. Okay, we're gonna give the last one set of matches for Friday because time is up on us now, and we don't going to have enough time to give you all the fixtures for this week. On Friday, the 13th of October, interesting day. Ireland will be hosting Greece, that is in the Euro 2024 qualification. Netherlands will be hosting France. Estonia will be hosting Azerbaijan. Austria, European team, will be hosting Belgium. Euro 2024 qualification Group J. Iceland will be hosting Luxembourg. Liechtenstein will be hosting Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Portugal will be hosting Slovakia. Okay, so far that's most of what we can give you now. There are lots more Euro. The club football will be taking a break this weekend to facilitate the international games, the Nations League, World Cup qualifying, and you name it. Even for the women's football also. Qualification for the CONCACAF Gold Cup with our regular girls. So we only can give you this amount now. And I just want you to come back again, join us on a Monday, that we can give you the roundup of what happened on the previous weekend, as well as we're giving you some fixtures for the weekends to come. This is the weekend roundup, okay? World of sports and entertainment. And this time, I wanted to say thank you again, my listeners and friends in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and of course, Philippines. First Vita Plus, my friends Merlita, Aya, and you name them. So, looking forward for things to happen. So, at this time, we're going to leave you out with the remainder of the music, and looking to have you again on Friday in the world of sports and entertainment.
Oh, so rising higher, higher, there's magic everywhere. The expectation of a nation's like music to the air. We're singing a brand new song, marching to a brand new beat. Down the hillside, through the valleys, filling every street. It's time to rise up, stand and take your place. Rise up, shine like the sun. Rise up, rise up. Your journey has just begun. Rise up, stand like the parade. Rule your destiny, be the best that you can be. When we start from the bottom and we reach right over the top, no matter where you do, you know, say nothing.
What a week that was. Sometimes it feels, doesn't it, as if this small nation is hurtling from one bad event to the other, to new depths of depravity or cruelty or just plain wickedness, without having a chance for us to look back at the consequences of those other significant mileposts we just passed. What a week. Even if we don't dwell on the crime that involved another quadruple murder in Clarendon, the murder of the vice principal at GC Foster College, the continued search for the child of MP Philip Paulwell and the child's mother. A month later, the escape and recapture of an alleged rapist and child murderer, the rape of a schoolgirl by 4 of her schoolmates, the sickening of some 60 school children who consumed ganja-laced sweets, and on and on. It's a lot, reminding us of the slippage of Jamaica, land we love. Then there were all of those violent videos showing rage and anger and confrontations over what should have been simple matters to be settled. Thank you for joining us for this, the 92nd episode of the Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast. We encourage you to subscribe and to share this podcast with your friends and colleagues and family. Desmond Richards takes on crime and crab circle. Winnie Anderson Brown applauds two councillors. But first, here's my commentary, frankly speaking. I've been planning, frankly speaking, to come back to urge solutions and to encourage the small efforts that are being made to help to prevent and reduce in the Jamaican society the reflex response to violence in dealing with family and other disputes. For the violent settling of disputes among people who know each other, including among family members, is plainly increasing, figuring, the police say, in the crime statistics and making this a less desirable place to live. And then, as if to remind us of that and the sinking of Jamaica, an uglier side of us came up. Crab circle, or whatever they're calling it now. The reactions to the turning of a food stall into a toilet dramatically shows some of the deficiencies in the country. We can't even agree that this was bad or public behavior that should be condemned. Frankly speaking, this should not happen. It put a public health disaster fingertip away. We are unwilling to say that we should have at the minimum, as the regulations say anyway, running water and sanitary facilities at this and other food establishments, more so at one as large as this. We must not let it escape that the health department has many questions to answer. They should tell us why the public health inspectors have not been making regular checks at that and other establishments. Not only in the KSAMC, they are required under the regulations to certify that the minimum conditions for a food establishment were provided, including at each shop, to wash basins with running water, food handler's permit, and sanitary facilities. There are many questions for the Public Health Department and the KSAMC. Frankly speaking, the very fact that it will take weeks, as the KSAMC is saying, to get the place to operate in a sanitary fashion or be reopened shows you how far down into the gutter it had gone, and that the Pope, as awful as it was not the only issue. And frankly speaking, what about other popular spots, or not so popular spots, where we can see and know there is no running water, no bathroom facilities for the cooks, the vendors, and customers? And if the KSAMC can take over the sidewalk there and refurbish it with private business money, can anyone with a pot on fire not take over the sidewalks and even the bus stops, as they are doing everywhere, without checks from the health department and the municipal authorities? I continue to believe that the failure of the municipal corporations to provide usable working center conveniences in the main towns across this country and to see to it that they're available at food sites, illegal or not, is a part of the expanding failure of local government. Crab Circle, right across from the rest home of our heroes, is, frankly speaking, to use a cliche, just the tip of the iceberg. A situation forced upon us in a way we couldn't pretend wasn't happening. Crab Circle and the rest of these situations of the failure of authority, so often mentioned in these podcasts, are a part of the same piece, greasing the slope on which the country slides into disorder, lawlessness, chaka-chaka, and lowered quality of life, in which brutishness, crassness, crime, maladaptive behavior of our young ones find comfort. Here now is Desmond Richards.
Yes, the bulletin continues. On Friday, the police detained 4 persons in connection with the disappearance of Member of Parliament Philip Powell's daughter and her mother. And the police were led to two bodies in Warwick Hills, and they believe those are the bodies of the child and her mother. Warwick Hills is in Powell's constituency. Now, what a tragedy. And one of the persons detained, now this is interesting, is also one of Powell's baby mother. She's a member of the U.S. Navy. Now, this is a very complicated issue. Also on Friday, the vice principal of the GC Foster College was murdered in Portmore. And right around the country, we had the murders and the shootings and the robberies. Now, we are over 1,000 murders already. The strategies being used, they are not working. And as we speak, people are crying, people are mourning the loss of their loved ones. The security forces are stretched. And yes, there has been a 12% decline, but the bloodletting around the country is intolerable. Now, one of the things that let me say the strategies that are being used by the government, they are not bearing results. No, they are not. And it is clear that the Jamaican government has failed in one of its primary duty, and that is to provide security for the citizens. We are failing in some of the critical areas. As we speak, there was another incident. And this is not on the crime scene, but on the air scene, where a popular public restaurant at Hero Circle was closed because one of the vendors there was seen on video in a very unsanitary state. Now, we are in crisis. Health facilities, public health facilities are failing. The murders are increasing. And educational facilities, they are down. We are facing a crisis. And we must take action to rid ourselves of this crisis.
That's Desmond Richards, journalist and founder of Internet Radio, Rebel Radio Jamaica. And now, Winnie Anderson Brown.
I love great news, don't you? Today, I am happy to commend Councillors Radcliffe MacDonald and Romaine Morris. Now, Romaine Morris is the councillor for the Moko Division, and Radcliffe MacDonald is the councillor for the Tollgate Division. Why this is important? The road from Osborne Store to Ashley is one road, but the political divide makes it impossible for one person to pay attention to all of the road that we use. So unless the councillors come together and support each other, it's the people who are caught in the middle, because we have to use the same road to get to the main, to get about our business anyway. So Councillor MacDonald could have said, the piece of road is in my division, but the meeting is not in my division, so I don't need to attend. He did not say that. He attended 3 meetings. Councillor Morris could say, the road, the meeting is in my division, but the road is not in my division, so I don't need to go. So I commend these 2 councillors for coming together for the good of the people. And that is what politics should be about, to come together to serve all of us. So what has been done? The road, the condition of the road has been improved temporarily. The road needs major fixing, especially as far as drainage is concerned. The estimate has been done as promised. Councillor MacDonald had told us about the estimate and that he has handed in the estimate, and we're expecting that the road will be fixed soon enough. We know that it is not going to happen next week, but we're happy for what has been done temporarily, and also for the 2 councillors to come together for the good of the people. So please help me commend these 2 men, Councillor Romaine Morris and Councillor Radcliffe MacDonald. And I give Councillor Radcliffe MacDonald extra points, bonus points, for the number of meetings he attended.
That's Winnie Anderson Brown, educator and health facilitator. That's the 92nd episode of the Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast. Please remember to subscribe. On behalf of Winnie Anderson Brown and Desmond Richards, I'm Franklin Mann. Until then.
Come to the end of today's program. Yes. Yes. Want to thank all my listeners and viewers for the time spent with us today. Thank you very, very much. Remember, you can listen to today's program live on Google. Yes, Rebel Radio on Google. So I want to thank my technical operator, Kevin. As I said, all my listeners and viewers, please stay safe and healthy Until Wednesday,
Kevin, give me a chance.
this is Rebel Radio. Take care.
Things change.